Hi everyone, I'm Vishnu and I'm 21 years old doing my architecture currently in Bangalore. And నాకు తెలుగు మాట్లాడడం వస్తుంది కానీ but then I'm more like comfortable in English and hence I'd like to speak in English. So for anyone and everyone coming across this, I'm so grateful it has because this is something really good. So I'm gonna start off with explaining my prior mental and physical state, and then about what the 21-day challenge entails, and then how it has impacted me in the long run, and how I am now, and also leaving something really exciting for the later. So keep watching. So to start off with, I was always someone who was suppressive as a kid, which also led to like a lot of bottled up emotions followed by depression and anxiety in the long run. And so during this phase of mine when I've like been hitting the rock bottom, my mom suggested me to read this book called The Secret because like I usually like reading and I went for it and I read it, and I've asked her like who suggested this book to you, and that's when I came across Sirisha auntie because she's the one who had suggested reading this book. And so I think there began my journey of inner being. So now let's get into explaining the 21-day challenge. So outwardly said, it's this whole 21-day meditation session, that goes on for a bit and everything. But on the contrary, let me give you like more insights from the same. Hear me out because this is going to be very exciting. So to begin with, it starts with you being aware of your surroundings, aware of in a gradual process. So that's first being aware of your thoughts and followed by your deeds, and then the way you speak to others, and the way you look, like your perspective on things, and finally, like last but not the least, even awareness in your dreams. And with all this awareness that's knowledgeable to you now, you learn to surrender yourself to the nature and surrender yourself to situations in a way you can face them and not like crumble over the situations. You're taught to surrender yourself to the nature. At the same time, you're connected to the nature. You connect yourself with the nature and you connect yourself to the cosmic energy that's around you and that's been always around you in abundance, and you'll just know it better to accept it better. You learn in which you can manifest the best version of yourself. You learn to change your habits for the better. You're drawn towards your purpose and existence. Like it becomes a quest for you. You'll really want to know what you're here for. You learn about our aura, you learn about energies, and every action that's caused by your thoughts start to have a meaning and purpose towards it. Like every action of yours becomes something important because you're doing it with so much awareness. Like you know what you're doing. You go through cleansing and healing because you're made aware of the belief systems that you've been carrying, like from your past lives, this life, everything, and you're made aware of your emotional blockages and how to deal with them, and how it's like a steady process. Nothing happens like overnight. It's a gradual process from the beginning. Now getting to the core of everything I've mentioned until now, can you guess what it is, or like give it some thought? That's right, like it is the thought itself. Like our thoughts are so important. It defines us as a person, and the soul that you are is defined by the way you think and the way you do things, and what your thought process is and what thoughts occur to you, which is like very crucial. With all this being said, I'm sure you're wondering where does meditation fit into. So why do we meditate? And okay, so some say it's because of peace of mind, and some say to face like the calmness and everything. I mean, that's absolutely right in a way, but we should also know that all of this happens only when we can be aware of our thoughts and are able to control our thoughts. And this is exactly what these 21-day meditation sessions do to you. They cleanse you, they teach you how to control your thoughts, and the experiences you get out of them, I cannot express them through words. Like, you have to experience it yourself, and I really hope you do. And everything combined together, you gift yourself a brand new version of yourself. How brilliant is that? Like, how brilliant is it to know that you're one step closer to listening to your subconscious mind, and two steps closer to, knowing your purpose and your existence in life. I wish for you, dear soul listening to this right now, to experience the same thing that I have in abundance. And this can happen only and only if you have a strong desire to change and walk in this path that a lot of us have in the past, and like us still are right now. Because if it doesn't come from within, you're never gonna have the satisfaction of trying it all in the first place. So a strong desire to change, and your willingness to do everything that you can to be the best version of yourself is so important to be here, and that should be your motive of, like, getting here in the first place. So, coming to the ever exciting part now. So, there's going to be a session just for us teens as well as people in their early 20s during this May. And if you're someone who's awaiting the change and are willing to manifest the best version of yourself, this is the very place for you. Like, I can't stress it enough, but this is the very place for you to be. And some of us might be under the assumption that knowing a lot of knowledge, or like knowing a lot of things, also means putting that knowledge into practice. And what we don't realize is that they both are two different things. Because it was the case with me, though I had like a lot of knowledge on what is good and what to do, and this is not right and this is wrong, but I wouldn't know the implementation of that knowledge into my day-to-day life. And this is what I've learned so much from this course, which also leads to the importance of a guru or a teacher in our life. And I'd like to mention a phase from the Shirdi Sai Baba Satcharitra, when Baba was questioned on the necessity of a guru, and he responds with a smile saying the necessity of a guru is the same as that of a guide. Though there are many ways leading to the same destination, it is important to have someone to guide you through the right path, ignoring the ditches or like the most difficult out of the lot. And that's exactly the role that Sirisha auntie had played in my life, and I'm forever grateful for it. Thank you so much, auntie, for this opportunity. Thank you for teaching me self-realization, and the only virtues that are necessary for this path is faith, patience, and hard work. Like, your willpower, in which is so important for you to like make the change in the first place. Thank you so much, everyone, for hearing me out. Please do share this with anyone who you think are awaiting the change but are struggling to do so, just like I did in the past. So, welcoming you to the path of least resistance, which is being under the influence of source energy or the cosmic energy, and feeling with great clarity which way to go. I believe you can only demonstrate it through your example, and you're going to love it all. Before you await the destination, you're gonna fall in love with the process, and you're gonna have a really good time. So, yeah, have a good day, and thank you again for being here.